it's important to understand that there are things that you need to do first to support your nervous system. Once you get to a stage where you are able to do these basic things, then now you are ready to go to the next step of regulating your nervous system. Be slow, be still, be silent. Slow, still, and silent. So you need to allow your body and your nervous system the time for them to be alone by themselves in nothingness. Why is that important? You are letting your nervous system and your body know that it's okay. I don't need to stimulate myself with noise, with my phone, with dopamine that comes from the scrolling. I don't need any of that. I'm able to be by myself. You're providing a safe space for your body and your nervous system. So the thing is, if you are unable to sit by yourself for 30 minutes or 20 minutes, okay, if you are unable to sit by yourself for that amount of time, you need to ask yourself why. If you feel like you need your phone every second of the day, ask yourself why. Your nervous system now feeds off of that. Eat your food in silence. There was a time where every time I had to eat my food, I had to play something in the background. I had to have either a podcast, a movie, anything, music. I couldn't just sit and eat my food. I couldn't do that. But now, because I understand how important it is to have a regulated nervous system, I no longer play music or anything in the background. And when it comes to driving, sometimes drive without sound. Just drive in silence. That's okay. Your body needs that. There was a time also where I was like, I cannot drive without picking the right music. If my phone is not connected to my car, then I'm not driving. I used to be that person. But now, because I understand the importance of nervous system regulation, I don't do that, unfortunately. And when you take a walk a little bit slower. When you are at work or wherever, walk slower. You don't need to rush. Your body does not need to rush. Be slow. And break the habit of always needing background noise. When you are on your break, why do you have to be on your phone like that? Break that habit of always wanting your phone, of always wanting to play something, do something. Clean without watching something playing in the background. Clean without needing something to play in the background. Don't be aggressive with your body. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. I'm sure your body screams at you to slow down all the time, because why do you have to rush when you do literally anything? Be still. Be by yourself. If you are unable to be by yourself, then you know that there is something wrong with you. So these moments are all good for your nervous system. There are so many ways that you can be slow, so many ways that you can be still, and there are so many ways that you can be silent. So it's important to incorporate these things in your daily habits, in your daily life, right? Before we actually get to the how can I regulate my nervous system? What are the things that I must do? Start by incorporating these things in your daily routine. And I'm telling you, you are going to see so much difference in your life. And when it comes to moving on to the next stage and step of working on yourself, it's gonna be so much easier. So when you do these things, you teach your nervous system that it's okay for me to be by myself and do nothing. When you are by yourself, you are able to release, you're able to feel the emotions that you're feeling and release them. And we all know that emotions are energy. So if you don't release that energy, then this is backed by science that you will get sick. Emotions can make you sick. So if you are always in a state of fear, and you are also unable to sit by yourself to feel that fear and release it out, then that that fear, it's energy. It's gonna be stored in your body. It's gonna be stored in your nervous system. It's gonna make you sick. So these are a few things that I believe to be important when you want to regulate your nervous system. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable being silent after years of always being on your phone, scrolling on your phone, and needing sound to do things effectively. It's going to be hard, but that's the point. Like, it's going to be uncomfortable. Healing is uncomfortable. Do you get it? So, the the main thing is that you need to be repeating these things. You need to do these things every single day. You need to get used to it, because if you don't get used to it, then we are not going to move forward. If you are not able to get used to doing things a bit slower, um, being still and being silent, then you are not going to move to the next stage of regulating your nervous system, because these are the basic things that you need to know. Meaning that if you don't know these things and if you cannot do these things, then moving on to the next step is going to be so difficult. It's going to be so hard. And it comes down to the understanding that these things, these moments are good for your nervous system. They are so good for your nervous system. We don't want to be holding on to negative emotions, right? So doing these things are going to help you get rid of negative emotions. Emotions that we genuinely don't want to hold on to.